Hey guys, this is Introducing Emmy and we're back with another Redline Tuesday. This one was sent to us by peros.deviantart.com. Let me see if I can get a little closer here. peros.deviantart.com, and they just wanted me to look at the anatomy on this, and yep, that's what we're going to be doing. Let me just turn off my lazy Nezumi. Okay, so let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is sort of just lightly sort of find the hips, the shoulders, sort of going to rough in a midline here. And I noticed that his weight is not very strongly held on this foot, so one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push this leg further back and straighten this leg up, and that's probably the biggest change I'm going to make here. So far as like the pose is concerned, you know me, I don't really like to change your poses. You know, that's all you. Just going to make things a little more dynamic here. And I'm actually going to lighten this a little more because I'm having trouble seeing my lines. Okay, so let's get a little closer here and start roughing some things out. So I think the biggest thing that's kind of sticking out to me is probably the neck is pretty long. He's overall like really elongated, a little out of proportion. So what I'll do is go over his face, and then just move it down to where I think it would look a little better. So I'm adding just a little bit of definition to like his butt cheek, which goes behind the body right there, a little bit more to his thighs, his knee. And remember to always be drawing through your figures. I mean, obviously you're not going to ink this line here, but it's good to kind of have a feel for where, you know, the thickness of this is behind the leg. So that I notice people have a habit of like, you know, I'll just draw like a shoulder here. They'll get down to, see, I even have a habit of like overdrawing stuff just because I'm so used to drawing through figures, but they'll get down to like the, where the next part of the arm would be, and they'll just kind of like do this, and this doesn't feel connected, you know what I mean? So it helps if you're drawing through this way, you draw through this way, and then you can decide how far you want this material to overlap this, or vice versa. See, and if I go the other way, So let's say I decided I wanted this to overlap this. Now it looks like the back of the arm. See? Just that little bit of overdrawing one way or the other can make a huge difference about which way joints are facing and things like that. So it's really important to draw through your figures. Let's make the ankle a little more slender. And I've already drawn something too long. I always do that. Seems to be my lot in life. Okay, here's the chunky boot. And I'm having him put a lot more weight down right on that. Like, he's not up on the toes so much now, he's more down. I mean, you could put like a hint of a shadow under here so that it looks like this, the back part of the foot, the heel, and the arch is coming up more. But don't overdo it because this is already kind of a precarious pose. And I'm not totally feeling this leg, but I will let it be. And make sure this this distance here on the cuff of this boot is almost the same as the one that was over here. It would actually be much bigger. You're like practically looking down into the boot. So it'd be more like that. Excuse me. Alright. So we've got a nice base now. Let's do arms. Again, I'm kind of building out muscle and tissue. Just so that he doesn't have such a smooth, like, the landscape of his body, especially in the legs. The legs was more, it's just like a tube, basically. Like, I get that he's supposed to be real skinny, but he should have at least a little bit of definition. Ugh, I'm not too happy with this right here. These kind of shapes are so common on the body. in all different sorts of configurations and angles, and they will become your friend. They are the main part of how you, they're the main shape in sculpting your figures. Sorry, I'm a little dry in the throat today. Okay, so let's just draw like a very simple blocked out hand shape. Okay. So I get the impression he's supposed to be kind of like, oh, I thought his hand was sort of like hooked on his belt. Okay, so that sort of changes what I was going to do here. Let's just have him do a little fist, just like that. Oh, I actually wouldn't do that. I mean, you can if you want, but his hand sort of, I would definitely like have it like, you know, people like rest their thumb like in their belt loop. I would do something more like that, just to make it a little more dynamic. And if you do choose to do that, make sure that it's going down, like that the belt is angled down, because he's pushing down with like his hand is like hooked in there. So make sure that you feel that pull. Okay. And again, so we're going to draw the cuff. Sorry, I'm so quiet when I draw the cuff. It's like super concentration mode. Okay, so as far as the finger is concerned, I'm just deciding like what would, also I think his arm is a little melty here. Let me just move it up a little. I would personally sort of make a little bit of a peak here. Again, just so it seems a little more dynamic. Okay. So now, dat head. So we are going to be just, oops, that's not what I meant to do. We're just going to be going right over the face, and then I will move it down into place where I think it should be on the body. I don't know what the other eyebrows is doing, so I'm just going to fluff it. Okay, so the eyes are kind of different looking here, but I think this one is drawn a little better than that one. Now maybe it's just because this is the eyebrow I can see, so I'm just naturally drawn towards this eye, but I will try to make them look the same. Maybe. And then the mouth is a little low. On the face, I would just you bring it up a little more. Just the teens, and make sure that your front gap in the teeth aligns with the center line of the face. Trust me in that. I have a gap in my teeth, and I draw it frequently. It's kind of like my little trademark. So you just want to make sure it's in the center, else it kind of looks like the character has like a tooth that got knocked out or something. That was my dog, if you heard her. Okay. I'm just going to go over the hair real quick. There's not anything wrong with the hair or anything I'm going to change, so I'm just going to literally trace it. Literally go over it. And sorry, I just want to change the eyebrows to outlines. I think it'll feel more like the original. It was looking a little heavy there. Okay. So now you can really see how long that neck is. And something tells me this isn't supposed to be part of his powers. So let's just, oh, excuse me so much. I'm so sorry. Let's just move his head down a little bit. Okay. And I normally don't do this, but I'm going to put a color behind it just so we can kind of see see the difference against the original. Okay. Huh. It does seem different, but like, I don't know, the neck just seems way too long to me. I don't know, maybe it's okay. I'll leave it there for now. But I might come back and change it. Let me put the collar on and see what I think of it then. And I'll do the collar in blue. Okay. I don't mind the neck so much now because I feel like this helps. I still think it's a little long. I'm not going to be a jerk about it though. I'm just going to let it be, and we shall continue on our merry way. If you've ever seen any of my sketches, like for Trying Human or whatever, I always have like all these different colors going on in my drawings and stuff. It helps me differentiate everything, you know, and it's a sketch. It's like, honest to God, nobody's ever gonna see it except for you, so unless you want them to see it. Do I not? No, I don't have anti-aliasing turned on. It looks better now. I still think that neck. That neck. Okay. And the cape was fine. I don't mind the cape. Some people might think it looks a little stiff, but I get it. Not gonna hassle you in that. Put some white back there. So we've just kind of tightened some things up, delongified some body parts. Like this shoulder muscle here should probably be tightened up a little bit. See, I just cinched it a little bit on both sides. Sorry, FYI, don't look if you are prone to seizures or epileptic disorders that are started by flashing lights. There we go. Alright, so yeah, it was kind of a short one. I'm about 5 minutes short here on my normal proceeds, but I like it. Yeah, so balanced the weight a little more, just made a few of the hands, a couple hundred of the hands a little more dynamic. Put a little muscle on there. Look at that cute little butt cheek now. I love this shape here when you can see like a character's like under thigh, butt, groin area. I think this is like a really cool shape and it's fun to draw, you know. So I also brought back the rib cage just so we can see where it is, though you don't have to draw it. And I should probably, there we go. The belly button was a little off, so just making sure everything's nice and centered. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay. Cool. Alright. Well, keep sending your Redline Tuesdays in to emy.bitner at IntroducingEmy.com, which is also on my banner on YouTube. And make sure it's your drawings, so no official art that somebody else did and you want me to like critique it or look at it or something. I don't do that. I want to see your drawings. It can be fan art, but I don't want like official Bleach art or official One Piece art. I want it to be all you. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye!